Welcome to the Inside Joke. I'm John DeCoven, and we're very pleased tonight to have the special. My tongue's tied already. Rich Voss.
You really, you stink at your own show.
The guy makes me nervous. I don't know why.
Why?
It's the Jew with tattoos. It's I've never seen it before, but that's a whole other interview. Jews aren't supposed to have tattoos.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Then how about Jews that get facelifts and ear pierced and nose jobs? It's the same thing. They're defacing their body.
This is true.
So no Jew. There's going to be no Jews in cemeteries if that's the case.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. So this isn't one of those like where you're going to do jokes interviews necessarily. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to have to do some editing on this. Anyway, seriously. Tell me, how long have you been doing comedy? Because I don't know what... We should first state, although he doesn't like to say it, Last Comic Standing, seasons 1 and 3. But more importantly, Comedy Central, 2 specials.
Tough Crowd with Colin Quinn.
Tough Crowd with Colin. That was a great show.
The first white comic on Def Jam.
First white comic on Def Jam.
Played Lenny Bruce on American Dreams.
Played Lenny Bruce.
Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel.
I wrote for the Oscars. I was one of the writers on the Oscars. I have a list of credits
that are
so big. My credits are saying, "Why am I fucking here talking to you?" That's what my credits. That's what my credits say. That why am I sitting here?
I know.
In this fucking 2-bit town. You know what I'm saying?
I'm asking myself the same thing. You know, this is what I get. You know, I take the guy out to play golf today, and this is how I'm treated. Anyways,
I'm talking to you. That's good treatment.
No, it is good treatment.
He cheated on one hole. He had a 6 and he wrote a 5 on the card.
So, no, seriously, how long have you been doing comedy? Because I think a lot of people, they just think of Last Comic Standing, right? Don't a lot of people say, I saw you on Last Comic Standing, that's kind of where they figure you started?
4 people said that.
4 people, okay.
Yeah, there's people that, know they come up to me and go, "You still doing it?" Oh, no, it was a hobby. It's a hobby. It's a hobby that landed me on network primetime television. I've been doing it 27 years.
27
Well, let's
years.
see, 24 clean. Yeah, about 27 years.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
And doing the road, doing the shitty road gigs. What are you saying? Well, this one you got to stay at a nice hotel. You got to play golf.
Yeah, but here, let me explain something to you.
Okay.
I got to stay at that's a reward. I got to leave my comfortable home, where everything in my life is,
right,
to stay in a nice hotel in the middle of fucking nowhere. That's not a reward.
It's a nice suburban.
It's not a reward.
Town.
I get to use the microwave in my hotel to cook turkey burgers. Things are going great.
Yeah.
Well, you know, hell gigs. A gig is, some are hell, some are good. People might think, "Hey, you're doing this theater or something." It's great, but that could be a hell gig. You could have 10 people in front of you. It could be the best gig on the planet, I hosted Woodstock '99 in front of 100,000 people, and that was great. People would go, "I would never do something like that." I've done whatever, and you can't go, "Well, that's a hell gig," just because of the setting. Like, if you walked in here and saw this gig, you would think, "This is horrific." But the crowds were great. It was fun. Well, I shouldn't say crowd. The groups were great. The get-together here.
The
get-together is great. So, whatever. This lonely, stalking lady with a camera right here has not only made me uncomfortable throughout the show, now after the show I'm uncomfortable. It's like she's taking pictures of what?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, let me explain it to you. I got to deal with this every show. So,
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Can't
you give her tickets to another comedy club? Hey, why don't you go over to that place?
We're trying. So, can I ask you though about Last Comic Standing?
What do you want to ask?
How did you get on the show? Because I think a lot of people have a misconception on how comics get on.
Well, it's all different. I audition. Every show, every reality show, pretty much, is casting, but it's not casting we want with force, it's usually casting we want that type, or we
Right.
want that type, you know, we need,
And what was your type?
more of like the aggressive East Coast type of guy.
Right.
So I was that type, you know, an outgoing, in your face, likable ass. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's probably what, you know, they wanted from me. They need, you know, they're not gonna, you know, if me and say, Jim Gaffigan were on, you know, on a reality show together, they wouldn't expect the same from both of us. You know what I mean? We're completely two different
Right,
people.
but you didn't have to stand in line
Well,
for hours, or did you?
to get my first piece of pussy, I stood on. It was at a hotel in Seaside.
Yeah.
It was a gangbang. I didn't even know the girl. She was just drunk. I go, can I fuck her? They go, yeah. So I was like number 2 or 3. That was the first time I got laid. I was 18, Seaside Heights. I stood on
Really?
mine
True
there,
story?
True, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It was the first
Okay.
time I got laid.
By a woman?
Yeah,
Okay.
I wasn't doing coke then.
Okay.
So, did I sit online for last time? No, I didn't sit. I had an audition because
Right.
some people stood online, some had audition times, you know.
And did you like all the people that were on the show, or?
During my season,
Yeah.
it was 6 years ago. Let it go, stupid. Yeah, it was okay. I mean, I kind of argued with that guy, Sean Kent, in the beginning. He was the guy. I smoked cigarettes and I lit a cigarette in the house and he was yelling at me. I had cancer. I go, well, you're not going to catch it
Oh,
again.
I remember that.
You know, you had it already. So what's
Right.
the big deal?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I hurt my back. I didn't tell him not to lift weights. Right? I have a bad herniated disc. I didn't go, hey, put that down. I have a herniated disc. You know what I mean? So what the hell?
Cool.
I didn't get along really with him that much.
And so your current wife is like I said, current, like, I don't know why, but she's a comedian too.
Can you tell those illegals to keep it a little tone it down with their dishes and plates?
I told you, we're working with what we got.
Sounds like one less.
It's like, working here was like, it was like a scene from the Deer Hunter. All these Asians and stuff. Those
He's
mice
gonna get me in
impression.
trouble.
Well, yeah, because a lot of people are going to watch this. This is blowing up.
We get a lot of hits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know what you consider a lot. What about my wife?
No, I was just saying, she's a comedian.
Yeah.
You guys, do you ever travel together or not that much anymore? You used to.
You know, you had time to prepare for this.
No, I never prepare.
Well, that's
That's what makes this
That's what makes it-
magical.
You don't have any inside passenger door handles in your car, do you?
No, I guess.
A lot of candy wrappers and puppies in the back.
And McDonald's bags.
We used to travel a lot together, but we have a baby, so we don't travel as much.
And even if I did do my homework, if I know the answer, there's no reason to ask the question.
You're still dwelling on that? Let it go. I already answered the question.
Right.
Sometimes we travel, sometimes. We're working together next week together.
And did you guys meet on the show?
We met because she saw me on the show, and she, she's banged a few comics, and she got to the V's.
Right. You were next in line.
I was next in line.
I must have missed out on the D's.
Yeah. Well, she usually bangs middles and ups.